Good morning, everybody. What's going on? KSA Kris here, Real Estate Blitz, continuing on with a six-figure agent, KSA six-figure agent. And yesterday I talked about basically the different buckets. You know, what is a marketing channel? Today I'm going to talk about the specific buckets that I would highly recommend you really dive deep into. So to me, there's four different buckets, all right? There's turbo leads, there's slow burn leads, there's open houses, and there's sphere of influence. Those four buckets are really where you're going to make a majority of your money. So what are turbo leads? And I'm going to go really briefly on all these, but I will be going in depth on each bucket, and then I'll be going even deeper into each specific topic within each bucket. So again, going back real fast, what is a marketing channel? A marketing channel is basically a channel where you're going to focus energy or put effort or money or whatever it might be in order to go out and prospect for new clients. Excuse me, right? So when we start talking about turbo leads would be the very first one. Turbo leads are stuff that, like, you need a deal in the next 30 days. So if you want to do a deal in the next 30 days, there are certain things that you're going to do. So there's always, with every one of these, there's going to be sweat equity and check equity. Okay, sweat equity is basically, it's going to take energy. You're going to have to, you can always go all in every day with your energy. So if you don't have a lot of money, always look at the sweat equity type stuff that you can do. If you do have some money, you can always have check equity, where you can actually write, a check. You can pay some money to actually have tasks or things done for you in order to make a profit. So turbo leads are going to be stuff like cold calling for expireds, cold calling absentee owners, cold calling lawyers. I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can jump on the phone and you're going to talk to people. And if we know that the number one truth is you're going to be the first, people are going to pick the first or second agent that they're exposed to. All that really is going to do is you're just trying to get your name out there. You're trying to just connect and contact as many people as possible so you could potentially talk to them and see if they're looking to interview an agent to buy or sell a home. And you're also going to let them know, I help people buy and sell homes. That's a big one, right? So cold calling is one. Cold calling is a big one. You can do circle dialing. I'm a big fan of circle dialing. So if you have a listing or if there's listings in the brokerage, actually calling around that listing and seeing if there's other people that are looking to buy or sell. Another one that you can do, which I'm a huge fan of, is absentee owners. I actually know there's one guy in our office. He's one of the few people that have taken me up on the absentee owner challenge, and he is killing it right now. I think he's already done 2 or 3 listings this week just from absentee owners. Absentee owners are somebody that does not physically live in the house. Most of the time, that's going to be because of a death, or it's because they're a buy and hold investor. So for one reason or another, there may be a need where you can come in there. They need to sell the house, whether they're going to do a 1031 exchange, or they just don't want to deal with being a tenant, or not a tenant, but a landlord for tenants anymore, right? For sell by owners. Everybody has different approaches and different opinions on this, but at the end of the day, a majority of for sale by owners, people that are trying to sell their own house that are not real estate professionals, they're going to always end up selling through a real estate agent eventually anyways. So it's another opportunity. And then the last one I would mention right now, just real quick, if we're talking about those, is guerrilla marketing. I'm a huge fan of guerrilla marketing. There's a lot of really cool ways, whether it's card drops, and I actually have a whole list. So I'll probably put out this list here pretty soon that you can be putting out to people. Okay, so the next bucket that I'm going to break down is your slow burn, your slow drips. That's direct mail. That's going to be your inbound leads. So if you're doing Facebook lead ads or you're doing Google ads or something like that. So when you actually have people that are sending you leads or going to a lead capture system of some sort, and then you have to mature those leads. So when we talk about slow burns, they're basically leads that you have to mature. Direct mail specifically, which I'll go a lot deeper into, you're going to have to hit them 3, 4, sometimes 12 times before they'll actually give you a call. Another way of looking at that is social media. So social media is a slow burn type of setup, getting your brand out there, exposing people to what you do, constantly kind of hitting them up, letting them know, putting it in front of their face. The other two that I'm going to talk about, which these two I'm a big fan of. And in fact, if you build your business appropriately, these two are probably going to be your biggest moneymakers. Open houses are huge, especially right now in the market that we're in right now. A little bit redundant. I said right now twice. I said it 3 times. So open houses are fantastic. Open houses give you an opportunity to put out your brand into local areas, local communities, especially if they see you a lot, they start calling you. Open houses, you're going to get people that are actually engaged and looking at that time. Usually it's about a 1 to 3 month burn. For people that are looking at open houses, are a little more serious. And open houses give you an opportunity, again, just to stick your face in front of other people. Plus, I always circle dial around open houses, and I knock doors around open houses. Ooh, I forgot to talk about knocking doors. Knocking doors is also one of those things for a turbo lead. You just go out there, it's sweat equity, right? Okay, so open houses is a huge one. And then the very last one that I would mention today for this video is going to be your sphere of influence. Sphere of influence absolutely is what you should be trying to get to where eventually you aren't really prospecting a lot, you're only working your sphere. Sphere of influence is going to be your past clients. Sphere of influence can be your friends and family. Sphere of influence can be people that are online that you have on your Facebook group. And there's a lot of, and I'm going to go really, really deep into sphere a little bit later. But I mean, even I look at it like if I meet somebody, I do it pretty often. If I'm at a gas station, I pump the gas. There's a reason why I don't fill up my tank ever. I actually pump up my tank twice in order to get it full. So it's never full. I always go to the gas station. I'm sitting there. I'll start talking to somebody. Man, look at the weather. Oh, yeah, it's pretty great. Oh, my gosh, you live around here? I sure do. Really fantastic. What do you do? Oh, well, I'm a plumber. Wow, that's really cool. So how long have you been a plumber? Blah, blah, blah. Reciprocation says they're eventually going to ask me what I do. I says, well, I help people buy and sell homes. Help people buy and sell homes? Yeah, I'm a real estate agent. That's what I do. I'm really good at it. Really fantastic. I was thinking about selling a house, or I have a friend that was thinking about selling a house. Wonderful. What's their name? So once I bring them in, even if they aren't looking to do it, I bring them in and I start asking them and pumping them for information to see if they know anybody that's looking to potentially buy or sell a home. I do that with business owners as well, other business owners. There's networking groups, all sorts of neat stuff you can do with Sphere. So those are the four main buckets that I would bounce off of you today. And I'm going to start going a little bit more in depth on each one of those over the next, I don't know, it'll probably take me 5 or 6 days just to talk about each one of those topics. All right, that's all I got today. Appreciate you. Talk to you later. Bye.